Hey, so this brother that I have on today, his name is Kalani Chung, and it was interesting because we met via social media through mutual friends and whatnot. And long story short, he's been my health coach for the last 4 weeks. Him and his wife actually, and through their help, I've been able to change some eating habits of mine, and I was able to drop 30 pounds and still going right now. And I know you probably cannot tell just looking at my face, but if you can see the rest of me later on, you can notice. You may not see it, but I can tell you guys, I definitely feel it.
There you go.
But yeah. But talking about all the different things with health and whatnot, there's gonna be a lot of other things that this gentleman is going to talk about today. So I'm gonna turn it over to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And here we have Brother Kalani Chung. Go ahead, brother.
Right on. Right on, Gavon. Thanks for having me. So my name's Kalani Chung, and Mitch, like Gavon said, met on social media and just kept sharing, our passion, me and my wife's passion to help people. Me take it back a little bit. Grew up on Oahu till I was about 9 years old, and we moved to Maui. And from that point on, just a lot of life experiences that has led me to where I am today. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I am a health coach. Done a bunch of different things in the human services field over the last 20 years, and had a lot to do with the way we grew up in Hawaiian, Chinese, Portuguese, Okinawan, Caucasian family. Oldest of all my siblings, and just the life choices that we make and the experiences that we have as growing up in Hawaii. We all grow up with different values and different experiences in sports, things like that. And one of the things that I realized early on was I got to take care of me as best as I can. I was always good at it, not necessarily. Did I always apply myself 100%? Not necessarily. A lot of times, we just try to get by. We could probably do a lot more in the classroom, but we just do enough just to get by. And I was one of those guys who if I applied myself, I probably would have done a little better in school. But I always got by. I was always able to to get on the field and do what I wanted to do, and do whatever activities I wanted to get involved in. I think I've been blessed with a lot of good people in my life, got a lot of good opportunities, and a lot of the choices that I made. And at this point, at 46, I realized that there's three things that have been very important to my success. Is being taking care of myself physically, mentally, and spiritually. And like I said, I've not always been the greatest at it, but always trying to hone back in onto the importance of those three things right there, and just trying to share that with other people. And we've been blessed to be able to do that. Yeah.
That's super cool, man. I like the fact that it kind of seems like you take care of the whole gamut when it comes to like the family unit, right? Or like the healthy unit, because you take care of the person's health, but then you take care of the relationships that they have too with the family and marriage and whatnot. I think that's pretty cool. What made you want to get into that field?
Well, once I graduated University of Manoa, I always worked in the human services field. Worked with conduct disorder kids, autistic children, worked in mental health field, severely mentally ill adults, work with a variety of, helping people services. Okay. And me and my wife have always enjoyed fitness. We've always enjoyed going to the gym. That's always been our thing. And we like to do everything. We like to do everything together. Most people who will see me, they'll ask me, "Where's my wife?" They say vice versa for my wife. What I mean? We're always together doing stuff. And we used to go to the gym a lot for years. Then we started to taking our nutrition seriously, because you can go in and you can work out all you want, but you can't out train for nutrition. Okay. Bottom line. Maybe you can get away with it when you're younger. When we're younger, we're in high school, we can pound, we can eat whatever we like, and we get away with it because we can work really, really hard. But as we know, as we get a little older, it gets a little more challenging to keep eating the way we had been and keep as active. So maybe, I don't know, 2013 or so, really started to change our nutrition. and she trial and error in different things. We found success. My wife is very smart, so she took it really seriously, and she kind of nudged me into, hey, we gotta do this. We gotta try health. Eat better. And yeah, you think we know everything. Let's finally listen to my wife and start to see results. And it worked. People would ask us, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? We tell them what we're doing. And nobody really wants to do, you know, all the counting numbers, counting what you eat, keeping track, going to the gym in the morning. We wake up first thing in the morning, go to the gym, those types of things. And what happened was people they want to know, we can't help them because they can't, we're at that point in time, we're just sharing. Because when you find something you love and you find you're passionate about, you just want to tell everybody about it, right? So in 2019, my wife was approached to compete. So she decided she wanted to compete in women's fitness. So I decided to do the same journey with her. We started at the same time. We did this for a good 6 months, if not about a little longer, and great results. And once again, we wanted to share this with other people. After the competition was over, we were led to share this with other people through a ministry or some type of way, like to put this together and bring it out to others. We came up with lift, living intentionally fit. So that was something that kind of stuck in our heads that we wanted to do. Living intentionally fit, not just fit, but fit in not just the physical fitness side, but fitness here and in here, right? With spirituality, because we're Christians and we want to share that with others. We feel like the family gotta be intact. First and foremost, I believe you gotta be solid yourself. You gotta take care of yourself physically. You gotta you in a good mental space. You have to be in a good spiritual space so that us guys, we can lead. If we don't have ourselves together, it's hard to lead our families. And there's been seasons where haven't had it all together. Not gonna claim to say that I always had it all together, like trial and error, everything else. At where I'm at right now, it's true life experiences, and only because of God that I'm here right now, doing what I'm doing. So when that was placed in my heart to go out and do this, to me and my wife, to do this, to share people, we didn't have like a vehicle. We finally came upon a vehicle that was able to help people like yourself, Gavon, and we were able to share this simple system that actually incorporated everything that we're talking about. Physical health, your mental health, spiritual health, and we just been sharing that with others, and it just came really easy because I've worked in the human services field for, like I said, over 20 years, and it just aligned with all our values. So.
Oh yeah, see, you cover even more ground too because you got the Christianity background, in the spiritual side. So you get spiritual, the mental, and the physical all taken care of, man. One-stop shop.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna ask you this question, and whatever you feel comfortable sharing, of course. Well, what would you say are like some of the biggest trials that you experienced in your life that you had to overcome?
Well, it's all in perspective, yeah. For some people it'd be a huge thing, for some people and others. I mean, my parents were divorced when I was I think 13 years old, and they did the best they could, and I really love and respect. They had me at a young age, and they figured they did the best they could. They always did the best they could to this day. And when you become a parent to younger people, you realize that your parents are doing the best they can. I think we all try to do the best. We make the best choices with what's available to us. And was that a challenging experience? It can be for anybody. To go through something like that for any child. So that one of those things, but you push through and you survive, and still have my parents' love and respect, and it's not a thing, But I've also been divorced before. It's been a mixed life experience, trial and error, at a young age. I have a beautiful family, and of obviously raising our family, you have your own experiences and life challenges there too. We have currently we have a 25, a 24, a 21, and a 13-year-old. So you come across all kinds of different experiences just raising children, and me and my wife have been together for many years now, and like any married couple, you go through seasons, you have life experiences. But the main thing that I would gain from all of that is just keep persisting. There's never an easy way out. Well, there can be, but you gotta persist. You gotta do what you need to just keep going. And this is basically it. I've been in college and I almost flunked out a couple times, and I got grace of God. I knew that I got through. I've never started something and said I wasn't gonna at least gonna finish it. There's never a doubt. Saw a lot of brothers falling off in college. You hanging out one semester, next semester they're not, and somehow, some way, I just completed it. So, different things we come across. We've had financial challenges in the past and things like that. And, you just gotta persevere and, through God, that's been something that I've always leaned on and been able to get through. Even when I wasn't, you know, connected like I should have been, I should have been obedient, I had his grace.
Amen, bro.
Sorry, it's all over the place.
No. Terrific, man. What you shared, like, I because my family, we go Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, and it's interesting because I noticed a lot of the gentlemen that I talk to on this show, I would say maybe like 99% of them talk about having God in their life, and probably the main reason why they were able to overcome a lot of the challenges that they faced, and you I know you've seen some of the episodes too, crazy stuff, like guys going through abuse, suicide, jail time, is drug addiction, all this kind of stuff, and yet they gone through that, just like yourself, your challenges you overcame with divorce and everything, and now have a successful life for yourself, for family and whatnot, and it's great to see, bro. And I know it's touching a lot of people's hearts too, just seeing gentlemen like yourself talking about this kind of stuff. It's great, and I've gotten feedback from a lot of people talking about it too, and it's wonderful to see. It's good to know that the work that we do is helping other people. Very gratifying to see you doing what you do.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that led me to being the health coach that I enjoy, is because what I see as a therapist is that a lot of times the person is out of whack, in a sense of they get caught up in life, they stop taking care of themselves, they don't feel good about themselves, they struggle with little aches and pains, the bad back, the bad knees, not feeling good, all those things that we take for granted, but once they start to take care of themselves again, physically, start eating better, start feeling a little more energy, then you can work out, then you can start getting energy to start walking or doing those things again that you used to enjoy, go back surf, go back, all the different things. But until you get your health right, it's hard. You can have all the money you want, all the money you can make, but if you don't got the health, you can't enjoy it. It won't be around. And for me, my thing is I want to be around for a long time. We don't have any grandchildren yet, but want to be here healthy, want to be able to enjoy them too, right? So we want to, of course, you need money to make it, especially in Hawaii. So we got to take care of our finances, but we also got to take care of our physical health. So for myself, it's always an investment. My health is an investment of time. And when I don't have time, I gotta make time, to take care of myself, eat good, take care of my body, everything else will come. I can't focus and do things if I don't have the right foundation. So I just encourage people to make sure you check that place where you're at, physically, mentally, spiritually.
Yeah, man. I know we gotta go pretty soon too. So if you had any advice you'd like to give fellow Polynesian brothers out there that are going through challenges right now, what kind of advice would you want to give them?
Man, I would just say two things. Be a light. Be the example. We live by example. Our actions speak louder than words. So we may be unintentionally lighting the next light. You know what I mean? We may not know. That means we got to get past our pride sometimes. And for a lot of us, we live up to other people's expectations for some reason. We try to impress people we don't know, and in a way that it is unhealthy. It doesn't serve us and doesn't serve them. So for us to let go of some of those things, for myself, um, I wake up early every day and start my day early, devotions, working out, get the day ready, do the things I gotta do so I can get out the door and go be productive and do the things that I get to do. So feeding yourself mentally and spiritually. And when I talk about spiritually, yeah, get into your devotions, of course get to church, but it's more about the sitting in church on Sunday. It's getting in. And for the mental side, it's like sometimes we gotta put down, change the radio station and put on a podcast, put on something solid, like what you're doing here, Galvan. This is awesome, bro. And how lifting up the community. I think just what you feed yourself, not just food wise, what you feed yourself here and spiritually, that's what's going to show. That's what's going to reflect onto others. That's what comes out of our mouth. We listen to too much. You can have fun and do your thing, but sometimes you gotta check yourself. If it's too much play, too much of the beer, too much of the, it's out of balance. It comes out. And if it's not serving you, it's not serving your family.
Oh, chicken skin, bro. When you were saying all those things, man.
Yeah.
The whole thing about balance too. It's such a difficult thing. I have a friend. His name is Setem Magali. He's a coach too. He's like motivational trainer and everything. And he talks about some of the stuff that you mentioned too. For him, he has this 4-point matrix to figuring out if you're successful or not. And a lot of people, they tend to measure their success by money. But what he says before, and I agree with him, is there's 4 points. There's the relational, there's spiritual, there's physical, and financial. I mean, obviously financial being money, relational being how is your family and your community, how are you connections with them doing, and then physical, your health, and the spiritual, he said he considers to be your relationship with that higher power if you have it, or your mental health too. And I thought about that. I was like, yeah, I like that. Like that. And I was kind of taking a self-assessment and being like, yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I like to be better, of course, but I think I'm pretty good though. And that's pretty much what you talked about, man. And I super appreciate you making time for this because I know you're busy, brother. I know you're super busy.
No problem.
But yeah, man. And folks, you got to go check this guy out. Kalani has a lot of good tidbits and words of wisdom. If you're trying to change your eating habits, ideas about working out, I'm gonna brag. The brother is jacked. Brother is jacked. He's a humble guy, but he lifts weights. The reason why I connected with him too, because he's Hawaiian Chinese like me. We're about the same height. About 5'8". He's 46 like me. And so when you have same demographics, a lot of times that can affect the way your body responds to food and whatnot. Even the same like DNA and genes. So that's why I wanted him as my health coach. So and he's good. He's really good. So if you guys get a chance to contact him, please do. And he'll let you know what you need to do to get yourself in tip-top shape. And him and his wife, Marissa, you get a chance to meet her too. So, brother.
Wow, bro.
No, I appreciate you big time. I guess I get you online again, huh?
Sounds good. Hey, you killing it. Gavon is killing it on program. So he's got some goals. He's gonna smash some goals, and just really impressed with the hard work you've been putting in, man. So just keep it up, bro. You got this. Killing it.
Like you said, you the light, bro. You the light, man. You guiding the way. That's all I needed, my man.
Right on, bro.
Yeah, much mahalo too. I'll catch you tomorrow, brother.
Right on. Sounds good.
Aloha, bro. Aloha.